All right, Shalom. I want to first off and foremost give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well, where I learn this truth from. And much peace, safety, and blessings to all the elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. All right, just want to go into a quick lesson, basically go on us basically walking in the same mentality as Apostle Paul did. You know, is reading these books. The scriptures basically tell you that a lot of people once reading these things, they're gonna wrestle against them. All right. But man, the boldness and the kingly mindset that Apostle Paul had is basically an exhortation for us brothers that's walking in the faith today. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it, and as always, Lord willing, be edifying to the elect. This is first Salaki. This is Philippians 1:20. According to my earnest expectation and my hope, all right, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness as always, so now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. All right. So let's go into the earnest expectation. All right. And it's hope. All right. The earnest expectation would be us getting delivered. All right. That it is made manifest that what we are the sons of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. We have been adopted back into that fold. Okay. Anxious and persistent expectation. All right. And that's basically to be delivered. All right. That's what we're really anxious to get the hell up out of this place. All right. Out of this wicked kingdom that we're in. All right. We're anxious to be found favorable in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai when the Lord makes his return to redeem the elect from out of here. All right. That's what we're expecting. All right. For us to be kings again. All right. To be rulers over all these Salakia, over these heathenistic nations. All right. Our hope, the hope that we have in Yahweh Shai. All right. The unmovable hope, and ultimately that the faith that we have that Yahweh Shai is going to come and deliver us. All right. It says that in nothing I shall be ashamed of. All right. Ashamed basically going to be we're confounded. All right. And nothing we should be ashamed of. We won't be ashamed of this truth. We won't be confounded by any one of these Christian pastors because, hey, according to our faith and our hope, hey, we have 100% truth. All right, the doctrine that we come in, and the sword that we're holding with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is sharper than any two-edged sword. All right, so it's gonna cut through any one of these weak doctrines that these people come up against with us. All right. And that's going to bring forth the boldness that we have, okay? It says, with all boldness, all right? As always, so now Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. So we're gonna totally stand for Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, whether we live, all right, or whether we have to be put to death for the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Real quick, let me grab Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. All right, this is another one of the earnest expectations that we're waiting to see. All right, and actually this is being played out right now, but as we get closer and closer to that finish line, you're going to see it on a high and intense and more increased level. All right. Standing up in boldness. Because what the Lord is going to do many miracles and use his prophets to do. All right. Just so that what Yahweh Shem Shai can get the glory. All right. But we're going to stand in boldness because let me see. Let me see if I can find this precept. Goes. it basically tell you, the scripture basically tells you that works don't profit them, you know, that works have no profit. If I find that, I'll just put it in the description. Because all these other pastors works, all right, it won't profit them anything in the day of the Lord, all right, because what they're all vain, okay. But the men of the Lord's works, you know, us standing on that great faith that we have, we're gonna be delivered from all of the troubles to come upon the face of America, all right. And that's how Yahweh Shem Shai is always going to be magnified in our body. All right, because we're going to continuously go out on the highways and hedges, rain, sleet, snow, hail, no matter what the conditions are. All right, what, in season, out of season. All right, why? Because we were commanded to do it. And we know that Yahweh Shem Shai is watching down on us. All right. But a lot of people can't do that because first and foremost, man, they really don't believe, okay? They really don't believe. Because most of these people coming into this thing due to what the next man is doing, all right, rather than actually understanding on their own, all right? Actually understanding that the Lord is actually dealing with them, all right? They don't believe that the Lord is dealing with them. And that's a lack of faith, all right? This is Psalms 36:7. It says, "How excellent is thy loving kindness, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings." All right? Because what? That's that umbrella effect. All right? We're going to always trust Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's going to carry us through whatever. Even when it's looking like it is like it's no getting out of that situation, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is always going to make that tunnel escape, you know, the escape route, so to say. Then let me grab another quick scripture, because that's what we have to do. All right, ultimately we just have to put our trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. It's just a precept backing up those wings. All right, it's Isaiah 32 in chapter 2. "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, and the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." All right, so we're gonna be under that rock, you know, which is what, Yahweh Shai. All right, we're gonna be and under those shadows, you know, hid, because in these times that we're living in now, we're doing the works of Yahweh Shem Shai, keeping the faith. All right, keeping that faith and actually putting that trust in Yahweh Shem Shai no matter what. All right, you have to give it all up. You have to give it all up in order to gain. All right. This is Psalms 37 chapter and verse 7. It says, "Rest in Yahweh Shem Shai and wait patiently for him. Wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." All right. Hey, and that's what we're supposed to do. It wouldn't be an earnest expectation if we'll see it. All right. We wouldn't have to have hope if we'll see it. All right. And that's why it's the earnest expectation, because we're so anxious to be delivered. All right. Through these times that we're praying to be delivered for, we see the enemy, and also 2/3, because what, 2/3 is also the enemy too. All right, if you're not truly for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you're against him. All right, and if Yahweh Shem Yahshai be an enemy to our enemies, it's the same thing. All right, because we are on one accord. All right, it says who prospered in his way. So you might see these pastors, these Christian church pastors, that might be getting all this gain. All right, but to hell with it, it won't profit them. All right, let me grab this one precept, because what, ultimately we have that great gain. All right, and this is how we have it. We go back to the book of Philippians. Philippians 1:21. It says, "For me to live is a Mashiach, and to die is gain." All right, so when you give away and have your life hid. Let me go to Colossians 3. All right. If you die and have your life hid in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, then you're gonna get that gain, all right, whenever Yahweh shall make their return. It's Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. And we know that Yahweh was granted to sit on the right hand of Yahweh once he died, all right? And he overcame all those, basically overcame sin, you know? All those different afflictions that came his way, all right? He overcame those things. Likewise, us, we are commanded to walk after the same manner, all right? It says, set your affections on things above, not things on the earth. All right, because what? All the things on the earth are seen, you know? And all the things on the earth are what? Temporal, all right? So you're supposed to be setting your affection on spiritual things, all right? It says, for ye are dead and your life is hid with Hamashiach in Yahweh, all right? When Hamashiach, who is our life, you know, whether it be by life or death, Yahweh Shai is our life, all right? Which shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. All right. So, amen. This trial and tribulation, the hell that we catching is only for a short moment. All right. It says Romans chapter 8, going back to that earnest expectation. All right. Let me start at 18. It says, for I record that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Let's go into this word glory. Worthy. Weight, having weight. Having the weight of another like a value is not worthy, because what? Yahweh Shah went through way worse time. Befitting, corresponding to a thing, both in a bad sense. So this is not the things that we go through. It really can't be compared. You know, it's not even. It can't be compared. If you put it on a balance beam, it won't be half and half. You know, it won't balance out. All right. So it tells you that what that sense right there shows you that we actually can overcome these things, and we are gonna do it, because in the book of Revelation it tell you that what these were the men that wasn't defiled with these doctrines that overcame these things, just like I have overcame these things. All right, which is speaking of the elect. It says, for the earnest expectation or the anxiousness, all right, the anxious expectation of the creature, which is us, waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. All right, going back to what? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right, because by everyone seeing it, you know, hey, now we're going to be risen up, okay? Now we get those, I told you so, you know, like, it's gonna be pride eating season then, you know. The scoffers won't be able to scoff anymore. All right. And every man shall be made alive through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because everyone's light switch, so to say, is gonna be turned on, and they're gonna see. You know that, hey, we were the prophets that have came back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua to prophesy the downfall of this place. All right. Verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by the reason of him who has subject the same in hope. In hope. What Apostle Paul said, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, you know, and nothing I shall be ashamed of. All right? But by reason of him who has subject the same in hope. All right? So the same people that were getting shitted on were the same people that actually had faith and true hope in Yahweh shall to be delivered, and will be delivered. All right, whether it be by what, life or death. All right, whether we be risen up on those chariots, or whether we be put to death for the name of Yahweh Shemashah. All right, we're still gonna be risen up for a righteous cause, and dying for a righteous cause. All right, going to the 35th verse. Romans 8:35. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? All right. Apostle Paul said what? In boldness, Yahushua gonna be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or death. So basically, nothing is gonna separate us from this truth. you know, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation? Shall distress? All right. So the things you go through, the distress, you got to worry about this bill, that bill, and that's why the scriptures tell you, well, be not so worried and well doing. All right. If you're a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Lord is always gonna make a way and provide. All right. You just got to give it up and put your trust in Him. Yeah, it's gonna be hell, but hey, the hell with it. All right. Because what? Not to get off subject. Just the spirit. Let me go into second Ezra. This is second Ezra, the 7th chapter, verse 9. It says, if this city were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never shall possess, so like if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? All right. So we have the inheritance, which is what the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the covenants, the kingdom, all that. All right. But between us and that kingdom is that fire. All right. And that's the point that I really want to make. Between us is that fire, and we can't get that kingdom. All right. Until we go through the hell. All right. So we must go through it. All right. It says, or persecution. And in this truth, you're going to be persecuted. All right. You're going to be hated for Yahweh Shem Yahshua's namesake. All right. You're going to be hated. It says, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long and are counted as sheep for the slaughter. All right. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. People hate our guts, but do we give a fuck? Hell no. All right. You have, both the enemies. You have these heathens. Well, they all heathens. All right. 2/3 you consider as heathens too. All right. Because you niggas don't want to follow and do the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, which you wouldn't set up to do. All right. And that's why we should glorify and cherish this thing even more. All right. It says, we are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. All right. So through all the bullshit that we go through, we are considered as conquerors. All right. It says, for I'm persuaded, let every man be persuaded in his own mind, that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present to come. All right. Nothing on this fucking planet should stop you from getting past these things that's in your way. These stumbling blocks, kick them shits out the way. All right. Especially in the times that we're in now, because we're too close to the end for people to be bullshitting. All right. It says, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us. Let me read that again. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Hamashiach. So like of the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach, Yahushua our Lord. All right. Nothing on this damn planet should stop us from loving and doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Now, if that don't sink in, it should be it really needs to be an examination. All right. It should be examination. All right. I'm gonna close out with this scripture. This is 2 Timothy 4:8, and this is Apostle Paul. All right. This is Apostle Paul. This goes to show you, he stood for what he was saying. He stood exactly for what he was saying. He was like, nothing is gonna stop me from getting what is mine. And that's the mentality you gotta have. All right. These things were promised unto me. Let me go right back to this verse 10. 2 Ezra 7 and 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel portions. This is our damn portion. All right. Esau got their portion on this side. They didn't got they portion that they promised. This is our portion. And if you're a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, nothing should stop you from getting that damn portion. All right. It's ours. It's ours, Yasha Allah. That shit for us. All right. Let me close out with this. This is 2 Timothy 4:8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord Yahushua himself, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that also love his appearance. All right. And this is Apostle Paul standing boldly on his faith and his belief and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Even for saying this, you know. Hey, ain't shit stopping me from getting my crown. All right. Hey, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone of rule well, and much peace, safety, and blessings to over the elect throughout the four winds, pushing the truth and sincerity and diligence. Hey, Shalom, Akim, keep pushing. Shalom.